like horror games, and chances are you like them too. From the first FNAF game to the 50th, getting spooked seems to be one of the internet's favorite pastimes. However, as horror games become more and more mainstream, they also become more formulated and less predictable. You mess up, you get jump scared, you panic for a brief moment, and then try again until you get it right. A lot of these more well-known games, FNAF, Until Dawn, and literally every Slender Man spin-off game ever, to name a few, are all based on training you not to mess up lest you get jump scared. While some of these games can subvert that expectation and even have some real great mechanics underneath them, after the 50th failed QuickTime event and so much as breathing making me move the controller in the last section of Until Dawn, eventually I get more and more frustrated than scared, so I turn off vibration and set the controller on a table so I can laugh at Hannah's stupid face while she screams at me like whenever I open up my bank account.
I like it, cut G.
I found an ingenious quote on Reddit while looking stuff up for this video. Jump scares in horror games are like a comedian tickling you and claiming they're funny because you laughed. Compare this to my little indie darling titled A Dark Place. While this game does utilize jump scares quite often, it supplements them with being borderline malware that can steal your mouse pointer and keyboard, open up your disk tray, and actually forcefully restart your computer. While these are all very easy little coding tricks to pull off in and of themselves, it makes the game that much more immersive in what it's trying to do. It's giving you a taste of control, and then taking it away from you. By this point, I bet you're thinking, man, I've just listened to you bitch about jump scares for 2 minutes, where's this leading? And to that, I will direct you to the title of this video and subsequent series. I'm going to be showcasing scares. From games. Indie games, mostly. While I could buy the endless popular horror games that are at my disposal, I don't exactly have the cash to drop on AAA right now, and I'd much rather give some smaller creators feedback and exposure rather than being the 5,000th creator to make a video essay.
Current trendy video game.
So, how's this gonna work? I'm gonna nab an indie game off of itch.io, play it, think about it, and give it a rating on what I call the spooky scale. The scale is a rating on 1 to 5 on how much a particular game impacted me. 1 being a game that's so pretentious that it is offensive to my eyeballs, and 5 being something that makes me piss myself. Neither of which are good outcomes, but one is substantially better than the other, you take that as you will. The structure of each episode will be as follows. The first part is a spoiler-free introduction and explanation of the game, as well as my rating on the spooky scale. After that will be a substantially longer and more thorough look into the game and what it brings to the table. I'm formatting it like this so that if someone sees and wants to play the game, they can skip watching before getting the fun parts ruined for them. As a last note, I'll add that even though this is going to be a series centered around horror as a genre, I will never jump scare you. If I have to show something potentially jarring for the sake of explanation, I'll always precede it with a warning. This whole thing has been kind of a passion project idea of mine, so I do seriously appreciate any and all support, whether in the form of likes, comments, subscriptions, or DMs of cats on Twitter. Stick around and I'll be back with more.